Hi, I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. Now, I need your help. I need you to go to my PayPal. I'm going to put a link in the description box below. I need you to donate to my PayPal so I can do this show full time instead of just part time. I got a news story for you, and it's from the worldsocialistwebsite.org. It's about a volunteer getting arrested for feeding and giving water to immigrants along the U.S.-Mexico border. This is very problematic because Holly Seeliger did a video about how a few people got arrested for feeding some homeless people in the U.S. So I guess the Trump administration and just our governments right here, even local governments, are really trying to crack down against the poor and the poor class, and really just trying to make sure they can oppress poor and working class people as much as they can. So that's why they're trying to criminalize being poor by not letting people just feed the homeless, so on and so forth. Also with different municipalities not providing enough shelter for homeless, not providing homes or just housing, and especially with not supplying them with any toilets or any bathrooms to be able to use a bathroom with. So I did a news story about San Diego's doing that, and just there's illnesses, things, hepatitis A is just really spreading a lot because of that. So it's just fucking criminal what they're doing to the homeless people in the United States. Alright, but let's go on with this one. Because on January 16th, U.S. Border Patrol agents in Ajo, Arizona arrested Scott Daniel Warren, a volunteer organizer for the Immigrants' rights advocacy organization No More Deaths, which provides food, water, and medical assistance to immigrants crossing the treacherous U.S.-Mexico desert borderlands. Warren faces federal charges of harboring two people in the country illegally, which carry a maximum sentence of 5 years imprisonment. Warren's arrest is a blatant act of retribution against No More Deaths by the Trump administration and its border police force. It was made just 8 hours after the organization held a press conference to announce a new report that documents U.S. Border Patrol agents' systematic destruction of humanitarian water supplies left for immigrants along the border. The report was accompanied by video footage captured between 2010 and 2017, showing officers laughing as they pour out and kick over water bottles in the desert. The video sparked outrage and has been viewed more than 18 million times on Facebook. By arresting Warren, the Trump administration and the Customs and Border Protection Agency are seeking to silence public exposure or criticisms of their action more broadly with the threat of prosecution. Okay, Warren, 35, is a faculty associate professor at Arizona State University. I'll skip a little bit, where he lectures on the humanitarian crisis along the U.S.-Mexico border. In the last 2 decades, as many as 27,000 people are estimated to have died attempting to travel through Mexico to the U.S. from countries in Central and South America, which have been torn apart by wars and dictatorships carried out or supported by the United States government. The government's own tally as of December 2017 of 7,216 deaths itself is a catastrophic figure, more than twice the number of people killed in the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks. Dramatically understates the real total, as revealed in a recent U.S. Today investigation. Many of those who died in the desert of dehydration, starvation, suffocation, or exposure to the heat and cold are never identified. So it goes on more, but this is really just a crime against humanity, because even though there's rules and regulations having to do with immigration, people have an even greater right to life over just immigration. So even though it's and that's why I think international law says that it's unlawful, but it's not illegal, because people have a right to live and be able to travel and move to different nations so they could have a better life than what they have at their homeland or the state that they're trying to leave. Because the lives of people are more important than some immigration laws that nations have. And this is why this is a human rights issue, because this administration, well, along with the Obama administration too, because Obama, he deported more people than any of the presidents, all the presidents combined since like the 1890s. So don't just get fucking mad at President Trump for deporting all these immigrants. And let's also be real. This is straight racism too, because the Trump administration, Obama administration, they weren't worried about white people immigrating here from Canada, from Western Europe. It's just about fucking brown people coming from Mexico and Latin America. But the government's really trying to bully us to make sure that we let people die before they immigrate here legally. And that's a fucking disaster. We need to really stand up and say we're not allowing that shit to happen.